Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. And I am trying to be more consistent, like what my wife told me, because I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. And I made one yesterday, and I made one today. Yesterday we pushed up, and again, we did hit that 438. Like I said, that there was a possibility of. And yesterday I did say that if we do close an 8-hour candle above this, an 8-hour bullish candle above this, then I will be closing my shorts. And again, you keep getting rejected, right? I don't want to make any sudden, what is it called? Not sudden movements, but sudden trades, simply because, we have not closed an 8-hour candle above this, right? You can still reject, right? You can still reject 100%, and I don't want to do any sudden movements on this. There you go. See, you keep rejecting off that 4386 almost perfectly, right? So again, I told you guys yesterday, I'm personally, it kind of sucks to say, right? But I'm still bearish, right? I'm still bearish because the higher time frames are still bearish, right? The 4-hour is gonna be bullish, so there's on the 4-hour time frame, there's a 95% chance that you break to the upside, right? And you push towards 445. That's just how I see it. There's a 95% chance we break to the upside as of right now, right? That's just how it is. You do have Powell later on today, so that can definitely change things. But my TA wise, right? All I'm really looking for is for an 8-hour candle to close over this weekly resistance of 438,697, right? If you have a candle that looks like this, right? Right? So you have a candle that closes like this, right, like over that weekly resistance, then I am closing my shorts, and the next logical step is to long to 445. But for right now, again, I'm not doing anything, and I'm still holding my shorts until this actually happens, because we could still drop back down to 432, possibly lower to a 429, right? So I'm still eyeballing a 427 for now, because we are on that 16-hour bear trigger. And again, you're technically, this is already pushing more bullish towards the upside on the 16, right? Because you closed this at 4365 and you just pushed up immediately to this 438 weekly resistance. So I'm looking for a push down because you're still technically bearish, right? And every single 16-hour, right, has played out sooner or later, right? So you closed 16 and then you dropped, right? Close the 16, you dropped, close the 16, right here, close the 16, and then you dropped here, right, 10 points, right, and then closed here and you dropped, right? But then when you start getting into 16-hour closes and you start getting into these when you're on a bullish weekly cycle, then that's where it starts getting a little bit what is it called? Unpredictable, right? Because you closed here and you kept pushing towards the upside, and that's exactly where we are right now. And again, same thing happened here, right? You're on a bullish weekly cycle. You closed here, you came down a little bit, and then you completely just shot up to the upside a whole bunch with any disregard to any kind of retracement, right? And on the 16-hour close, right, we're currently on a bullish week, right? So we did close that bull week on Friday last week. We are technically bullish right now, so I'm not saying bearish. I'm not saying bearish to the low side by a whole bunch, because right now, longer term, I am technically very bullish, right? I do think that we could rally extremely hard to the end until the end of the year, and then possibly hit all-time highs again by the end of the year. But what I'm looking for is just one retrace before you actually moon to the upside, right? I am not expecting us to completely just moonshot another 40 points to the upside, right? We have to have some kind of retrace, because you've basically shot up from 410 to 440. You ran 30 points in a week and a half basically. So I am expecting some kind of retrace to the low side, right, before shooting back up, right? So if this breaks to the upside, right, really strong chance you're going to 445, but it keeps getting rejected at that weekly resistance of 438. So we'll see what happens, right? Keep getting rejected. I'm probably going to add more shorts right now, just because this level, if it keeps rejecting like that, you can only reject from these levels for so long, right? So I'm going to add some more shorts right now, and then I'm going to have some tight stops. right? So you have your first trend there, just a minor 5-minute trend, and then your second trend there. I'll take this off. Right, so really what I'm looking for is for this one to break to the low side, right? If we break again to the low side from here, I think this is kind of like the last touch of resistance. If you can't break this, right, this is going to be the last touch, and then you come right back down. I don't think there's any news today, right? But again, I'm probably going to add more shorts here just because it just makes sense to short this to the low side. I have stops set at like 438.972, but like I said, the 16-hour is still bearish, so I'm still bearish, and I'm still looking for a directional drop of like $10, right? So like I said, back down to like 429, 427 range, maybe this week, maybe next week. Still looking for that drop. You do have Powell today. Overall, I am very bullish towards the upside, right? Very, very bullish towards the upside, but I'm looking for some kind of retracement, man, because you can't just run up 30 points and expect like no drop whatsoever, right? So especially on the 16-hour bear trigger, right? On the 16-hour, we're bearish. On the daily, we're about to go bearish. So if this daily closes, there's no reason for me to not hold my shorts for a while, right? There's no reason. The NASDAQ is extremely strong, though. NASDAQ is super, super strong. And I would not be surprised if the NASDAQ actually breaks. But again, the NASDAQ on the 4-hour, still bearish. 6-hour, still bearish. The 8-hour, still bearish. The 16-hour, still bearish. The daily should be is right around the corner right there. Look at that. And then the 2-day should be getting weak. Yeah, there you go. So today should be the first time we actually start that weekend what is it called, 2-day trigger, right? And then you are essentially on weekly resistance as well on the NASDAQ. So a lot of things coming down. I mean, we can check Apple as well. I think Apple's a really good indicator of where we're going to be going as far as like shorter term. And I think right now Apple, I think it is running on it did close a 4-hour bear trigger, right, on Apple. So I'd definitely be looking for shorts on Apple, possibly back to like 178, 176, and then all the way down to like 170-ish if any of these levels like break. But so far right now, I mean, I'm like I said, still bearish. There's no reason for me to stay bullish, right, unless that 8-hour closes, right? Unless that 8-hour closes above this 438.694 resistance, right? So if we do close an 8-hour candle above here, like I told you, like I just showed you guys, then I'm going to close my shorts. And I think we're going to 445. If we have no close and we keep rejecting like this, really strong chance you come back to 432. But I'm personally eyeing 429, 427 on SPX. So this can probably happen this week, maybe next week. Again, these are just like regular updates for you guys. As far as what's going to happen today, I still think, more bearish momentum. So today specifically, I'm not really sure. But over the course of this week, possibly next week, I am eyeing 429 to like 427. And then minimum target of like 432. Just to retest this weekly support here. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.